Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Got my granny glasses on today. They're not, they don't have as much glare to them, so I decided to wear these. And it's real sunny outside. It's so bright right here. You guys, it's going to be 80 degrees today. It's already, I think, like 78 degrees when it was in the 30s. It was so cold I had to put the heater on. But we're going to be up to 80 today, and then tomorrow we're going to be back down into freezing weather. It's a roller coaster ride here, so it just keeps us on our toes for sure. Sorry, I had to cough. I had to stop the video for a second and cough. Even though we're having pretty good weather, I still have allergies. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit of politics today and give you what I'm hearing from my guides. Let's see. So, Israel is still bombing the hell out of Gaza. It's just a shame. And we're not really concentrated on that. We're not thinking about that. We're not really watching that. I'm not watching a lot of news at all, but I did take a look and see what was going on just so that we could talk about it today. And there's just so many innocent people being killed in Palestine. Well, I call it Palestine in the Gaza Strip. They're Palestinians. They were lined up to get flour. They are starving. They're just trying to go out and find, they're in search of food, find something to eat. They have no water, no food, and they were lined up to get flour, and they bombed them and killed like 10 people. And most of everyone that's been killed have been women and children. They've killed almost 45,000 Palestinians, and the majority of them are women and children. It's genocide. Israel is just wiping them off the face of the earth. They just want them gone and out of there. It's so sad. They're committing genocide. There's no doubt about it. And the hospitals, they can't take care of all the injured people. There's so many people that have been wounded and injured, and they're not getting the help that they need. It's really, really sad. They're just bombing them over and over and over again. Now, I know that they want them to release the hostages, but the innocent people aren't the ones that have the hostages, and they're the ones that are suffering. And I asked my guides about that, if Israel really wants to wipe out the Palestinians, is that what they really want? Do they just want to get rid of them? And what I'm getting is the Israeli people, they don't want that. They have compassion, but the Israeli government and the soldiers, not so much. They don't have that kind of compassion. They look at a young Palestinian and they think he's going to grow up to be a fighter, and I'm going to have to fight with him. So yeah, they really do want to wipe out the Palestinians. It's so sad. Um, it's kind of like brainwashing. The soldiers, they're kind of like brainwashed, and they just feel like I, we can kill them now or we can kill them later, and they can kill some of ours. So let's just kill them all now. It's really sad. Um, and then the hostages, I'm asking if they're going to be released, what's going to happen with the hostages, the ones that they kidnapped. And I'm being shown that some of them have already passed away. Um, and I'm seeing a fire. So I mean, it may be from bombings that it was a fire, but I'm seeing a fire. So some of them, have lost their lives already, and others are being moved around and around and around. But somebody's going to talk. So they're going to talk, and they're going to have this intel, and they're going to find some of them and rescue them pretty soon here. I think we'll hear about it pretty soon. So look forward to hearing about that. So some others are going to be rescued. Thank goodness. But now we have Assad out of Syria. Thank goodness he's out of there and not, committing all the war crimes. They've had a civil war there going on for I think about 13 years. Isn't that awful? They've gone through so much, and so many people had fled the country, lost their homes. I mean, you can see, go through the videos and see Syria has just been bombed, bombed, bombed. It's just I don't even know how anybody's going to live there, but they're going to have to come in and redevelop the whole area. But now he's gone, he's out. And, Russia was backing him up, so he ran to Russia. I hope he speaks Russian because that's where he's going to live, him and his family, for the rest of their lives. Hopefully they're going to start taking some Russian lessons for sure. Um, but everybody is celebrating in Syria. People are wanting to move back. They can't wait to go back and move back. And I heard someone say, well, who's going to rule Syria now? Because the rebels were like a faction of Al Qaeda. So who's going to rule Syria? And they're saying, will it be the U.S. or will it be Israel? Well, the U.S. and the Israel is one and the same. It's one and the same. If Israel is over there, they're not going to go put the United States flag or Israeli flag and say we're ruling it, but they will rule from down under. You know what I mean? On the down low. That's what they've been doing anyway, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And now that he's out of there, I feel that's what's going to happen. That the United States is going to have the upper hand there, and they're going to, be very helpful to Syria. Now, I think Trump has said that's their problem. I don't want to deal with it, and we're not going to get involved. We're going to get involved. We'll have all our contractors over there and rebuilding, and helping them out and everything. It's going to happen. And I just saw today that young man that put a chokehold on that mental guy on the subway. Uh, his name was Daniel Penny, and he put a chokehold on Jordan Neely and killed him. Didn't mean to kill him, but choked him. Held him too long, held him down, and he was yelling out things, saying things like, "I don't have anything to drink. I don't have nothing to eat." And I don't mind going to jail for the rest of my life. And he was leering and veering at people and scaring the women. And he jumped up and put a chokehold on him, and a little too long. But he had a mental condition. He had sickle cell anemia, and he was smoking marijuana and stuff. So he is a fragile person, unfortunately, and he died. And so this young man that was 24 years old that thought that he was protecting the people on the train there, you know, he has been on trial for his life for manslaughter, and the jury was deadlocked. They couldn't come to a conclusion of, you know, if he was guilty of manslaughter or not. They couldn't come to so the judge told them to consider negligent homicide, and they did, and they acquitted him. So his worries are over now. He's just like done. I mean, he's been on trial for a long time. Have y'all been listening to it? Poor guy, it's sad on both ways. It's sad for the family that lost the man he was a homeless man. If their family was so worried about him, why didn't they help him before this came to pass? I know it's hard to help adults that have mental problems. It is really hard to get them help. But, you got to do whatever you can to help a person that's in need, especially if they're your family member. But for the young man that put the chokehold on him, I'm getting that he felt really bad about it. that that's what I'm seeing and feeling, that he felt really guilty and really bad, and he didn't set out to kill this man, and he didn't think that putting the chokehold on him, I guess he thought he was just going to pass out and then come back to. He didn't know he was going to die, and he felt so bad about it, and he was so afraid that he was going to go to jail, that he had messed up his whole life. And what a nice Christmas for him and his family, that he's now relieved and knowing that he's acquitted and he won't be going to jail and he won't be facing any more charges for that. But I pray for the family of the young man that died, Jordan Neely. So prayers to him and his family, because they feel like this this man took away their brother, their loved one. So I'm praying for them. I'm praying for peace for all families. So Trump went to the UK to go see the unveiling of the cathedral, the Notre Dame Cathedral that had burnt down, and met with Prince William. And they said he was all over him, that Prince William acted like, he was his biggest fan. He was he was in love with him. God, I don't know why these people just fawn all over him, but he did evidently. I don't know. I guess he's a Trump fan, and he really likes Trump. I don't know how anybody could like him, but he's already out there acting like he's the president. He hasn't even been sworn in yet, but he's already acting like he's the president. He's said that he's going to put tariffs on goods from Mexico and from Canada. And we get 69% of our vegetables from Mexico and 51% of our fruit. You know what that will do to the prices of vegetables and fruit? My spirit team is telling me that it's going to be other goods. It won't be so much as vegetables and fruits and things like that. They may even be completely exempt. It's going to be some other goods, not vegetables and fruit. So that'll be good. I mean, I can't believe he's going to get away with putting tariffs on anything like that, and doesn't think that that's going to affect the price that the consumers in the United States are going to pay. I don't know what he's thinking, or he just doesn't care. It's basically he just doesn't care, because it's simple to figure that out. Also, he wants to do away with birthright citizenship. Here in Texas, we call those anchor babies. So illegals will come here and have their baby here in Texas, and their child is a citizen. So that's their anchor to stay here, and then, they can later on, I guess they can apply for their family to come here and everything. So they have an anchor baby. They got a reason to be here and all. 30 other countries have this same law, that if you have a baby in their country, it's a citizen. Is she going to be able to do away with that? And I'm hearing that not right away. He might want to, they're going to try to get right on a bunch of things and do away with that. But it's going to hang on for a little longer. That's what I'm seeing. It's hanging on for a little longer. Eventually, that law will change about illegals. If you cross the border illegally, not if you came here and you just happen to go into labor or something, because there's a lot of people that are visiting here, and they could just go into labor, and their child is a citizen of the United States because it was born here. That's where it was born. But they're going to change the law. If you're an illegal person, you crossed here illegally, and and nobody knew you were here, that's going to be a different story. So they are going to be able to change that law. And I think that will prevent a lot of people from wanting to come over here and having those anchor babies, of course. If they know that they're not going to get citizenship out of it, then they won't come here and do that. So that's a law that really needs to be changed anyway, in my opinion. But it's going to hang on for a little while longer, and then I think they will change it. That's what I'm getting. Now, the Republicans had worked so hard on getting rid of Obamacare, and everybody's so afraid that their health care is going to go down the toilet. A lot of people now have Obamacare, and people are afraid. And I'm being shown that they actually could do away with it. They could. They have the, they're showing me, they have the keys to the castle. So they really could, if they wanted to, if the Republicans wanted to do away with Obamacare, they could, but they have nothing to replace it with. And there are a few champions out there in the Republic, Republican arena. There's a few people out there still that they will stand up for the people that they represent. They're not going to allow their health care to be taken away. That's what I'm being shown. Okay, so they could do it, but they won't allow that to happen. But they could. They definitely have enough votes now. Maybe they don't have quite enough votes, but they could do it if if all the Republicans could get together on it. But I don't think that's going to happen. They're not going to get rid of it because they have nothing to replace it with, and it would be devastating to people. Okay, the next question I have for Spirit is about the shooter of the United Healthcare CEO. So there is a picture of him going around that he stopped and got, I don't know, he bought something and they took a picture of him. I don't know what it was. So, but there's a picture of him going around, and then there's some people saying he's not really the shooter, he's a decoy. So which is it? Was he a decoy or is he the shooter? And what I'm getting is criminals make dumb mistakes. Now they're saying this guy, he must have been so sophisticated, he had a silencer. He knew the CEO's schedule, so maybe he was hired. And he's kind of been like taunting the police because he knew his backpack would be found, and I think they said that they found Monopoly money in it, and it's like he left little crumbs and clues for them to pick up on. And it may be that the things that they found, he made sure somebody else's DNA was on it. It could be that. But that is the picture of him. That is the shooter. He's the shooter. Now he might be smarter than we think, and maybe he left those crumbs and he made sure somebody else's DNA was on it. He could have picked up a bottle from somewhere, and it would have some. He couldn't be wearing gloves or anything, but criminals make dumb mistakes. That's what I keep hearing. Criminals make dumb mistakes, and he's going to have made some dumb mistake that's going to lead the police straight to him. They're going to find him. I promise y'all, they're going to find him. They really are. And I do believe that is a picture of him. Well, today would be a really good day. We've never finished putting up our decorations in our yard. My daughter said she was going to do it, and she never did. But now that it's 80 degrees and not like 40, it'll be a lot nicer to do that. Plus, we had rain too. We had rain and fog. We had rain almost every day. It was raining, a little bit raining. And today, sunshiny, beautiful, and a great day to put out decorations. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend too. It feels like December's getting away. It's December the 9th, and we're talking about doing Christmas shopping, and I'm going to host Christmas dinner. My daughter does Christmas Eve. And my other daughter that lives with me now, she used to do Christmas Day, but now she lives with me. So now I do Christmas Day again. I do Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. So we're trying to decide what we're going to eat. And everybody said, we do not want to do Thanksgiving over again. We want something different. Now, my daughter, when we used to do her house, she used to order Indian food. And we thought that was so weird when she took Christmas, and she did that for quite a few years. She ordered Indian food every Christmas. And I mean, we like Indian food and it's good, but on Christmas Day, it was kind of weird. So she was telling us last night, we don't want to have reruns of Thanksgiving. We want something else. We had turkey, ham, and we had everything that everybody has for Thanksgiving, and you kind of do that for Christmas too. So they said they don't want that to happen. They don't want it. And she said she's willing to cater. She wants to go have it catered somewhere. So she was thinking about doing Chinese food. She said, I found a place and I can order Chinese food. If you go and buy all your groceries from the grocery store and come home and cook it, and you have to have all those ingredients and everything, I'm telling you, and with my daughter, she brought the ham and everything. I'll bet that we probably spent together $350 on that meal. Now, everybody took home leftovers and they ate leftovers for a few days. That's for sure. But $350 for a meal is a lot, even though it fed a lot of people for sure. But she was telling me I can cater it for like $160. I can have enough food for everybody. And I'm like, well, that's cheaper than Thanksgiving, so I don't know. But I really don't want Chinese food for Thanksgiving, and my husband said he doesn't really want it either. So last night I couldn't go to sleep because I was thinking about it because that was the last thing that she told me. And I was thinking cordon bleu, that would sound really, really good. I make this saffron rice to go with it. That would be really good with a salad and some bread. Wouldn't that be nice, having cordon bleu? And you got to have cranberry sauce with cordon bleu too, I think. So I make it kind of light. I don't make a real thick sauce for my cordon bleu. I make a light sauce for it, so it's not real heavy. We could have macaroni and cheese with it, make it a little rich and heavy. I've been thinking about all these things. I don't know if everybody wants to go along with me. I'm gonna have to get to the family chat and ask them, what do y'all want? So I'm thinking about it anyway. So I need to get to planning. I haven't even made any fudge, y'all. I haven't sent anything out, made any fudge, I haven't done nothing. I've been working every single day. I'm working all day long, which, I'm so grateful for. Thank you, Lord. I'm grateful for the work and I need it, but I haven't really had much time to do anything. Y'all tell me what's good to have for Christmas? What do y'all have for Christmas? What do you eat? I know some people do the crown roast. I don't think I can make that. I've never made it before. It's very expensive, and I would hate to buy that expensive meat and then not cook it right. It'd be tough or something, or I wouldn't cook it right because I've never cooked it. So, but it looks yummy. It looks really yummy. But tell me, what do you have? Give me some help and guidance on what we could have for Christmas. We're gonna have lunch. We don't have Christmas dinner. We'll have lunch. So we eat lunch and then we can nibble on it all day long. So, all right, guys, that's all for me. I'm going to go to work. So have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. I'm doing healing sessions every day. I'm doing readings every day, and I would be happy to include you too. So love you guys. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.